Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. Today I want to talk to you about a really cool flashlight from Dorcy called the Metal Gear XLM. This is a pretty sweet light. It's made of all aluminum construction. It's sporting a Cree LED, and it's got tons of lumen, lots of battery power, and it's just a good all-around multi-purpose light. I hadn't been familiar with Dorcy before, but since I've had these flashlights, I've got this one and another lantern that I've had for several months. I've been, working them, using them, putting them to the test, and they've done a really good job. I've really been impressed. So I wasn't sure how they were going to do, but overall, I think they're all right. So anyhow, you guys stick with me and we'll get started right after this. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Dorcy the Metal Gear XLM from Dorcy is a pretty cool looking flashlight. It's got all aluminum construction, the machining is very nice, the threads and everything like that on it are very good, and it's definitely a highly machined, high quality piece of gear. Everything fits very precise, very precision-like. It's got a pretty good waterproof rating. It's got an IPX4, so you don't have to worry about rain and all that kind of stuff getting on it. It's not totally waterproof or submersion, proof, but how often do you go diving with a flashlight like this anyway? So it's not really a problem with that. It's sporting about 618 lumens on high. It also has a low mode, and in the low mode, if I remember correctly, it goes down to about 170 lumens. Now in high, you're going to get about 5 hours and 43 minutes of runtime. In low, that jumps up to about 25 hours. So you got a pretty good battery life. Those are the only two options. So you don't have a bunch of different stuff to click through and all that kind of thing, which is kind of nice actually. It's just very simple and very easy to use. The button is on the side, and again, like I said, it's just high, low, and then off, and that's it. There's really only one way to access the flashlight as far as I can tell. If the bezel ring and stuff like that comes off, then I'm not able to do it. I think it's sealed up from the factory so that this won't even come open or anything like that. The only way to open it is basically right here in the tail cap, and that's where you can access the batteries, which it takes 6 alkaline batteries. They recommend not using lithiums in here, but it takes 6 AA's, which I like because I use AA's for everything, and so for me it's nice when it's configured to use AA's. As you can see, the body has some knurling on it for traction and that kind of thing. And it's just a really good size, for around the house kind of use or camping use or something along those lines. I like to stick this right there on my bedstand because it just works perfect. I can grab it in the dark. It's big enough that you can hit somebody over the head with it if you wanted to. It's got a really good drop rating. It's like 3 meters or whatever, right on concrete here. And you can see that no problems, still works, no issues like that. So it's a good tough flashlight and that kind of thing. I think it's pretty awesome. You've got a lanyard on here that it'll rotate around so you can kind of put it on your hand however you want. And let's see here, as far as the beam distance goes, it'll go about 363 meters is what they say. Now I think sometimes those beam ratings are a little overdone and it's probably more like 200 or somewhere in there, but it still shines a nice long ways. As you can see, it's got a nice deep reflector there, and it can really throw the beam out there pretty good. But you do get a good spill as well, so that you can kind of see what's going on around and all that kind of thing. So overall, guys, I think this is a pretty sweet light. Let me go to the dimensions real quick. They're 9 inches long, 1.5 inches on the body, and 2 3/8 on the head. So again, pretty good sized light. And with the batteries in it, it's going to weigh about 15.5 ounces. Without the batteries, about 9.9 ounces. So it's definitely good and sturdy, that kind of thing. I mean, it's not a lightweight, small light. It's, something that's pretty good. You throw it in your car, a car survival kit or something like that, it's going to be, real good kind of deal for that. So anyhow, guys, you've seen some pictures as I've been going here of the light at night and how bright it is and all that kind of stuff. I think it definitely is worthwhile to just click in the link in the description. Go check out some of the other lights they have at Dorcy. Like I said, I've got another lantern that I'm going to be showing you guys, fully waterproof, and it floats. It's like 400 lumens, and it's actually a really cool lantern. I've been very impressed by it. So far, I haven't found a lot of LED lanterns that I like because of the way that it throws out light. But this new technology that they're using to diffuse the light but yet still get it out there is pretty good. And I think it's definitely going to be something that's going to be tough to compete with some of the other LED lanterns out there. So anyhow, guys, check out their website if you don't mind. And as always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you're still here now, then that tells me you might have a little extra time on your hands and maybe you can go check out some of these other cool channels. These guys are great guys. They are really trying to give back to the Second Amendment movement, and I think you're going to find a lot of cool stuff on their channels, from gear reviews to survival, prepping, and good old-fashioned comic relief, competitive shooting, just a whole array of outdoor type activities and things that manly men like. So check them out.